Welcome back to Precision Trader University. In today's video, guys, I want to once again show you how you can use the most powerful trading tool that you can purchase out there to be able to take advantage and be able to also predict what the market is going to do before it does it. So with that said, if you haven't watched previous videos, it's very simple here. Bookmap allows you to see where major buyers and sellers are sitting in the stock market. Okay, it does it in a visual heat map, orange, red. These orange, red lines allow you to see where are major buyers and sellers looking to get their orders filled. Now, thing to keep in mind is the market makers gravitate to large levels of liquidity. Now, the thing is with Bookmap will allow you to see liquidity all the way down into the pennies. Again, guys, that's not what we want to focus on, right? If you really want to be able to get the most out of this tool to give you this highest probability of success, you got to focus in on the $5 increments, guys. The $5 increments are the highest probability levels to play on in the stock market. If you want higher than that, go to the $10 increment. If you want higher than that, 50 or 100. But the problem is, how often are you going to be running into, a $50 and $100 increment? Okay, not every day. Whereas when it comes to $5, $10 increments, again, Bookmap helps you to see that that's where the market, that's where big money is hiding all their major liquidity. It's really that simple. Now, the question is how do I take advantage of those levels? One, that's knowing, looking at Bookmap, being able to see it is fine, but how can you take advantage of it? Well, the idea is you want to play to these levels, and then when you get to these levels, you want to play against them. Okay. Now, again, you only play against them until they have proven that that's it. Once they show that they can hold these levels, support on these $5 increments, there's no more fighting against them. Okay. It's just, again, these people got way more money, infinite amounts of liquidity that's available to them with algorithmic trading and momentum, these crazy big momentum traders around the world, Goldman Sachs, all these. Again, you don't want to fight against these guys. Okay, they're bigger, stronger, faster than you will ever be. So you don't fight against them. Okay, once they prove they have strength, support, pullback support on these Bookmap $5, high liquidity levels. Okay, again, it's extremely beneficial to visually see them. But again, guys, it's one of those, if, for example, Bookmap disappears, again, you will still have this powerful knowledge. Okay, it took, I had to watch Bookmap day after day, month after month, and then it finally started dawning on me that Bookmap has gave me the secret. It's allowed me to see that they're hiding all their major liquidity on $5 increments. Okay, and even more so on the 10. So again, it helps me to see that I can take advantage of these levels. So with that said, we have, four very extremely powerful Bookmap strategies, based on these levels that we take advantage of every single day. And the probabilities are through the roof, guys. Because if you're going to gain long-term success in the market, you really have to have three things. You have to have a real edge over the market. Okay. You have to have at least, in my opinion, 2 to 3 strategies that have a real edge over the market. Okay. And then the second thing is you need time trading those strategies. Okay. You got to get the reps in. You got to get used to, trading and, the putting on size, playing with money, real money, that type of thing. And then the other side of it, whenever it comes time, the third step in the progression, when you talk about, making serious full-time and part-time income, now you need to have serious capital. Now you need to have significant amounts of capital. Because again, the people trying to play with, that are exclusively just trying to play options with, small amounts of money, all this kind of stuff, guys, that's not going to work for 99% of people. Okay. The chance of you being one of those, freak people, it's just not, it's like, which chance are you going to be in the NBA? Okay. Yeah, you can do it. It's possible. But is it likely? No, it's not. So again, if you want to level the playing field, you got to get access to serious amounts of capital. Okay. I encourage my traders, again, transition into prop firm capital. Okay, for example, today, Netflix traded with prop firm capital. Okay, and again, prop firm capital with Surge Trader allows you to trade hundreds of thousands of dollars up to $1 million. And again, if you use multiple accounts, you can have $1 million account, $500,000 account, $250,000 account. So with that said, when you combine these accounts, you can have close to $2 million that you can trade with. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to make it extremely easy. Especially using the the 6 or the 7 strategies that we have, 6, 7 strategies we have, to be able to pull out $500,000 a day using these extremely powerful strategies. And again, yes, you can make more. You can definitely make more of that. But at the same time, when you talk about making $500 to $1,000 a day, guys, that's once you can do that, yeah, you 250 trading days in a year, that's 250 grand, averaging 1,000. That's 125, averaging 500 a day. That's reality, guys. That's doable. Okay, that is absolutely doable. Again, a lot of people like to hype it up and make it seem like all this crazy. No, guys, no. It's just not. The key is you want to get to where you can make reasonable amounts of money every day. Again, 500 to 1,000, maybe even up to $2,000 a day. That's going to be real. That's a realistic possibility for so many people if they're willing to put the time in and get comfortable with it. So anyway, so at PTU, that's what we're teaching people, all these strategies. You got an indicator course that's indicator strategy course that's designed to teach you all the strategies. And again, trust me, you won't regret. You will not regret 1 second of learning all the strategies, all the indicators inside of this course. Again, there's nothing. It's the best of the best. Okay, that's not even an exaggeration. Like I said, I've spent money on everything. If anything that's that anybody thinks is really good out there, hey, I was totally fine with spending money on it to gain that knowledge. And again, guys, it's the vast majority of stuff out there is absolutely junk. It's just regurgitating the same old stuff, just putting a little twist on it. So again, what we have in the course is stuff that I guarantee you're not going to go through that course and be like, oh, I knew most or all this stuff. No, I guarantee you that will not be the case. So, and with that said, knowing that gives us an extreme edge over our fellow retail traders. So with that said, jumping into Netflix today, guys. All right. So with that in mind, how do we take advantage of Netflix? Netflix was the most aggressive buying day that it's had, okay, all year long. Now, like I just mentioned, the $5 increments here. The market wants to gravitate to $5 increments. Also, too, guys, whenever you need to move your chart around, make sure it's on none. Recenter none. That way you can grab this thing, you can move it around anywhere you need to, okay? So with that said, looking at Bookmap here, you see, you're looking here at the $5 increments. Where's the monster liquidity at, guys? Okay, again, because liquidity gives you the bias. Where's the market likely to go? Where does it want to go? Okay, and it's quite easy to see here, guys. The market absolutely, the major liquidity is to the upside. Okay, you got major liquidity on every single one of these $5 increments to the upside. And guess what? To the downside, little to nothing. What does that tell you? The market wants to go to the upside. Now, again, today it could have just chopped around. It could have came even here, but eventually it's going to get here. So that's your absolute bias. No questions asked. Now, when it comes to taking advantage of these $5 increments, okay, one, you can play to them. Okay, we have our momentum on liquidity strategy. Again, gives you the exact spot that you want to look for. Okay, it needs to pull back here, stop loss here, bam. And again, you can play into these levels. Now, for example, the one we love to play, our favorite, is letting it get to these levels and then grabbing $1 to $2, at least $1 to $2 off of these levels. Again, guys, these major liquidity levels will give you $1 to $2 like taking candy from a baby. Okay. Now, again, like I just said, this is the most aggressive day of buying all year long. So let's just see how these $5 increments, did they give you $1 to $2 on every $5 increment? Let's see. All right, so let's see the morning. They started at 346, 347, bam, blast up to 350. Where they pull it back to? 348, close to 348. There you go. There's $1.50. All right. Next one, 355. What do? They pull it back to 350, 354, I think a little bit under 354 right there. There you go. They gave you another dollar there. That's $2.50 they've given you. Now, 360. Next level is 360. Now, they had multiple rejections up underneath here, guys. Again, when you start seeing them start get front running, start pulling back under, just under or within a dollar or so of this major level, again, you have to start being a little bit more cautious, okay? Because you have people that are front running it, all right? So you can't be, as confident when it gets up there. You got to be much quicker to be like, hey, get in there, get out. So with that said, they pump it up here, 359, close to 359.70, right here, just up underneath the major liquidity. What do? They dump it back to 358. Okay, that's another $1.50 right there. So that's $4. So that's $4 worth of dump. Okay. Now again, you could have been playing to the upside as well with our momentum on liquidity strategy. But I'm just helping you to see that even within this chaos, this crazy aggressive buying, guys, this is the most aggressive, by far the most aggressive buying all year long. And yet the computers are still following the rules of this price action strategy that ultimately, was born from understanding Bookmap. So with that said, they get up through finally push back to 160. Again, another thing too, guys, we're playing virgin levels, virgin test on these levels. Again, a lot of strategies out there, they want to see, the second time, the head and shoulders, the double. Again, with our strategies, guys, our strategies are not based on having to see something happen 2 or 3 times. All of our strategies, all of those, 6, 7 strategies that we use, they are all virgin entries. Okay. And that's what makes them so unique and so powerful. Okay. Unlike other strategies where they need to see it multiple. No. This market will take advantage of you so bad if you try to play second and thirds and all that kind of stuff. In some situations, yes, it can work out. But again, you better be prepared to be stopped out a lot. And as long, if you're cool with being stopped out a lot, having a 40, 50, 60% win rate, more power to you. I'm just not one of those people. I don't enjoy that kind of trading. I want to enjoy my trading, and I enjoy identifying these virgin levels based on our strategy and just taking advantage of them. So with that said, next $5 increment was 365. 365, they pulled it back to 364. Okay, so that's $5 worth of pullback right on these $5 increments. Okay, next one, 370. All right, now again, they pull back just in front of it and they fall through the floor all the way back to 169 or 365. Okay, so with that in mind, it's one of those that it's unfortunate they print. Now, with that said, they're so overextended at this point, guys. They're, again, I'll look at it and just show you just here in a second. As far as their ATR on Netflix, well, I'll just tell you, they were way to the upper ends of their ATR potential here, guys. So it's one of those that when you get to this situation, I mean, it's just any moment, especially on a $10 increment, guys. Again, the 5s are the standard. But again, once you start getting these $10 increments on a very extended stock, that's where you get the big, that's where you expect the really, $5, $10 pullbacks, that type of thing. So with that said, they jerk it all the way back down to into 363s a little bit here. Okay. And then what do? They recover it. Tons of buyers come back in right here, holding support. And what do? Bam, they blast it right back up to the $10 increment here. And then from there, what do? They dump it straight back down. So again, $4, we got a $4 worth of pullback on the other $5 increments. What do we get here? We get $5 worth of pullback. So that is $9 worth of pullback potential on those increments. Now, what happens? It comes back up again, gets to 370. Does that mean that you re-enter again on this 370? Absolutely not. It's no longer a virgin, okay? No longer a virgin. Again, it got front run right here, okay? Didn't get close enough. Now, if it would have got up here to 369.50, then it would have counted as, the initial virgin level, but they didn't. It got front run. Well, here they got right on it, and there you go. Now, this time, this is not the virgin level, not the virgin level. So what do? They get support, and where are they going? They're going to the next $5 increment, guys. Again, if you want to understand the momentum liquidity strategy, how to precisely take advantage of, again, like I said, you need to be precise, guys. You got to know exactly where to put the stop. You got to know what to see, what kind of pullback to see, and all that. So again, come to PTU. Again, trust me, it will be worth your while. With that said, we pump up to 375. Again, we absolutely enter on this 375. And from there, what do? We pull all the way back to 371. We were absolutely expecting to pull back to 370, 371. So on that pull back there, that's another $4. So that's $13 today, $13 worth of pullback. $13. So at the end of the day, guys, yeah, it's, when you look at it and say, oh, that's only I'm only playing $1 to $2 move, but you got to realize it's extremely, you're talking about 90+% probabilities here, guys. So again, if 90+% probabilities to be able to grab $1 to $2 off of these levels, if that's not good enough for you, then hey, feel free to knock, have fun with your supply and demand zones with big stop losses, But with that said, guys, if you want to be precise, you want to get in there, yeah, you don't have to wait around. You get in, you play it. Because again, guys, look how fast this happens. Look how fast these moves happen. Again, these are the 30-cent candles or 30-second candles, so I can show you how fast. Okay, look how fast this is happening, guys. Okay, it's extremely quick. This is what, 12, about 16, 17 minutes right here. Okay, on that pullback. This pullback here, let me see, 10, right around 10, 12. Yep, this right here, about 16, 17 minutes. Okay, all right. So again, it happens quick, guys. You don't have to sit around there waiting for your profits on these strategies you got. They are extremely powerful. It comes quick. So with that said, if you truly want to be able to understand more, like I said, what I help ones to teach, the trading checklist that you have to go into, because again, not all of these, these SML entry, because again, all of these are SML entries, SML, short major liquidity. Okay. If you want to understand to be able to how to grade these plays, because again, all of our strategies, we're able to grade them. We have a grading system that allows us to say, okay, is this an A setup? Okay, is this a B setup? And reality is, more times than not, we're only playing A setups. Okay, when it gives us an A setup, we're jumping all over it. Certain occasions, yeah, we will, I'll send out a B setup. Because again, guys, we have hundreds and hundreds. We have well over 1,000 trades using these strategies in our Discord. So yeah, needless to say, we have the evidence to back up what we're doing. So with that said, I hope this video helped you out there. And anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. And like I said, guys, just understand this is just a fraction. This is just a small fraction of what I have to teach you. So with that said, appreciate everybody that got to the end of the video, and hope you have a good rest of your day.